Hi, welcome, and good evening, or a good afternoon, or a good morning. Depends upon your time zone. And Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Today we have a very, very important topic, and thank you so much for all the people and those who are going through the 100 Days of Digital Mastery Challenge, participating in this. Plus, I think today we have so many new people are registered and joining with us to understand more about our championship. What exactly we are talking about. We have full packed on a 100 minutes program, and I also added many of the inputs and suggestions, and which all of you gave me yesterday, like a requirement, what things to be added. So I'm afraid sometimes we may not be completing full discussion today. We'll continue this tomorrow. A few other points, but major point, all the points we'll complete today about what is championship, how it is going to be beneficial, and what are the major things, who's going to conduct, and why we are doing this one, and what are the requirements. So all the things will be we'll be discussing in detail today. So once again, welcome to all of you. This first time we are discussing about digital mastery, digital championship program in the digital mastery series. And I'll start off with the PowerPoint as usual. And please get settled in, all of you, with you and any beverages and notebook and water you to take it with you. Please do, and I'll connect with you with the presentations. Thank you so much. Okay, once again, I welcome all of you to the Digital Mastery Challenge today for day 92 of our 100 Days of program, October 21st, Wednesday, 2020, and I'm live from Doha, Qatar at 6 p.m. So today, we once again, it's a warm welcome to everyone, those who are already going through the 100 Days of program, somebody attending the first time. All of you, I would like to welcome you to the very, very special program called Digital Business Championship. So that exactly today we are going to discuss about how in the digital business, digital economy, or a knowledge economy, how you can involve and you can become a champion. So what exactly we meant is a champion, etc., etc. That's a major discussion today. Then we go for a detailed discussions on how you can do and what are the requirements, the resources requirement, that the skills and knowledge required, the support from the company, everything we'll discuss about one by one. Now, so as I mentioned, I think some of you are, or maybe most of you already have been listening from me about something like a championship. So as you know, when we started this 100 days of a program, 100 days, we will go through 100 minutes of program and with approximately 100 mentors and do a mentorship, and approximately 10,000 minutes or 166 hours people go through and set up their business online. So when I mentioned that is one a conclusion part, so it's not about going through and understanding more about the knowledge. It's more about implementing and making money with that and making reality what we had discussed about it. So that exactly $100 per day. So we measured one. This is actually how much money we can make. There's, of course, there are people who are making millions of dollars. But when we start online business together, all of us together, what we went through last 100 days, together we'll implement and try to make at least $100 per day, which is approximately $3,000 in a month's time. So we tried together to making this one. So this championship is all about that. Of course, when you talk about the word championship, there are many people who are more, everybody will be a champion once we have $3,000. But of course, there's a different categories, and the hiest standard, there's a reward. So there is detailed discussion as well. So that I'll go to the later part of the presentation. So my first question to you, this program is to whom? Would you like to become a digital entrepreneur? Would you like to start an online business? Would you like to start earning money online? Whether you're a freelancer or a business owner or a self-employed person or an investor, that's a legitimate question. That's an important question we are asking to everyone. So if you say yes, then we're asking you to experience with us. So in a 30 days time, would you like to work with us and to make this happening, involved in the championship and make a $3,000, approximately $100 per day? So this is a message we are trying to give. So you become a digital entrepreneur, or you're a freelancer or a social media influencer, then you make a $3,000. So this program is all about that. So that nothing more than that, we don't have to talk about it. So now when we do this one, the objective is, I'm coming to the detailed objective in the later part of this presentation today, but to the people that's new, it's our branding. It is to show to the company, to the world, we as a company, Asheghar Digimentors, when we say we are a mentoring company, we're a consulting company, we're a training company, we provide these kind of a solutions. What are your credibilities? So we say we created the entrepreneurs who make more than $3,000 in a month. That kind of a capacity we have. So even if somebody's a startup, somebody's completely newly introduced to the online technologies or online businesses, still they can make money. So this is exactly our program. So the objective from our side, when you look into our company's branding and expanding our businesses, making the people making money through the things which they learn. I think some of you know, I think so those who are new, I just want to discuss with you around, we discuss over 75 to 85 business models already, and we have around 10 to 12 businesses was actually, as we mentioned, the 10 business was we choose, and we also listed that, and you can also be part of that. So if you are not went through the 100 days of program, nothing to worry. We have entire thing is recorded. There's a program which we have, and we want you to be part of this program. Now, another important thing, as you know, when you become an entrepreneur, entrepreneurs come with a risky part, right? Now, $3,000, when you start making $100 per day, you are going to spend a lot of your time, effort, energy, and resources for this. So what is the guarantee if you can succeed? So not guaranteed. Any business has a risk involved. But here in this case, if you are ready to follow our championship methods and you're working with a 30 days, approximately 4 to 5 hours a day, and we give you guarantee of $1,000 reward if we fail. Actually, I'm not using you fail. We fail, you make money, because we fail, which is because you are implementing our strategies, our expert strategies. Because I'll introduce you to the 10 expert strategies already doing work. Of course, we have minimum 10. I'm expecting around 20 to 30 people will be there, because we have a different business model we introduced. So different, domain expert we wanted. So we are getting to the more number of people as a strategist to our board. So I'll introduce you some of them today. So all these people, when we bring, and we are 100% confident, we know that it works, and we also deserve, you're trusting us, you start implementing these strategies, and if you are not making money, we also have an accountability here. So I also had a topic to discuss with you, something called consulting with accountability. So the consulting, the mentoring, the training which we do with accountability is not just to give you, kind of a theory. No, we stand with that. So this is a point. So if you fail to make money of $3,000, and we'll pay you $1,000. So that's the challenge we are taking, and that is exactly we have been talking last 100 days, approximately 100 days now, 92nd try, right? So now this is a practical implementation. That's a topic we are going to discuss in detail. So now, before we go to the details, especially to the new people, I would like to make it we are on the same page. We have a clear understanding about what exactly a championship means. So digital championship is basically a 30-day structured and strategic way of making money online business. There's no magic here. There's no shortcut here. Many people are thinking, how it is possible, $3,000. When you look at online, you can see hundreds and thousands of people making millions of dollars. It's a very common. You almost every day you see on a social media, on a newspaper, housewives is making money, students is making money. There are so many people making money. So now I will also share with you how I made money. So all the things is actually we have it in their market. Then none of them did any kind of a magic. Everybody had a strategic methods. Everybody has their own structured program. So that's around the 30 days. We all work together for these 30 days and structured way and making money online. That is exactly the championship program. So so basically all of us were put together around 10 different ways. We'll be implementing few strategies to get a traffic, to get a conversion, to get a business through your online business. So to the 10 different way, that is, now when you look at it, it is $10 per strategy. You can also calculate that. That may not be an accurate calculation. That's it. That's very simple. So various few things you do in a day. You make. So when I say 3,000, it's so huge. How did you make it? Say $100 also you feel, but one strategy, $10 making an online, it's so simple. So that we more simplified this program for you to participate. So as we mentioned, this is the goal. We collectively set around $3,000 and start working. I agree some of the economy, because I'm talking to a global audience. We have Australia, we have people from Auckland, we are from US, we are from Canadian market. So different part of the people, you might feel is a $3,000 is not a big amount. Why he's talking so much about $3,000? At the same time, there are other economy part, which is when you look at 3,000, it's a huge amount. It is a person can have a 3,000, it's amazing, then why he's not doing. So these are the question comes in. My point here is this $3,000, it is not I'm boasting about something, your life changes. Of course, if $3,000 to many of you I know some of your life really changed. Some of their life may not be changed. The purpose and objective of the $3,000 making it is to get a conviction. So online I can work. I can depend on this business model. I can vouch on my life with this. My career can be developed this. So one month you made a $3,000, you get a conviction. I think I have been telling my story about it. The conviction makes a lot of difference. A $90 check of affiliate marketing from Amazon changed my life. But that gave me a conviction for me to focus and start working on affiliate marketing and e-commerce projects. It is not about that $90 which I got it and change my, something which $90 is almost nothing, right? But that given a lot of conviction. This is exactly the objective of this program. Once you went through this program, you gain a confidence, you get a conviction, you are sure about it, you can make it. So that exactly the 3,000 ideas comes out. Okay. So it depends upon economy, depends on your position, depends upon where you stand today. It changes. Okay. So, but the idea is actually to setting a goal together, strategic method in a structured way of working and achieving this one. Now, guaranteed and assured, yes. That is what many people ask me actually. Sir, are you sure you are guaranteed? Yes. Answer is yes, 100% yes. Guaranteed and assured of a 3,000 when you implement the strategies. So that's the reason we need to work around 3 to 4 hours. 4 to 6 hours is I'm putting the word because we wanted a 4 to 6 hours a person to work on their website or a YouTube channel or on social media. So that is, and if you do that, and then if we fail on, we will compensate with you $1,000 rewarded to you. Okay. So what are the requirements? We require a laptop or a PC or a smartphone or internet connection. And few other requirements is basically to implement this strategy. We recommend you to an affiliate website or an e-commerce website or an online shopping mall website, or we have something like AOBB, which can be, it can be a drop service or can be on a YouTube channel, etc. So, but the most important thing is, if you really want to try this, you need to have a strong desire to success for online business. See, there are hundreds and thousands of opportunities in the market. We are not talking about that. We are purely talking about online business. If you feel you wanted to try this one, you want to be part of an online industry, you want to be part of a digital economy, then it works. And this is not just a visual thinking. You need to have a real passion, real energy, real, if you feel it at the burning desire to succeed, then it's for you. And of course, we are looking for you have fair understanding about online business, because many of the strategies to implement on a social media, if your SEO, if your email marketing activities, you have to have it is. And even if you're not went through 100 days of program, you're relatively new to come, we have a mentors, we'll make sure that is you will gain that one. So once you are ready to go with us, we are ready to take you along with us. So don't worry. So even you did not go through many of the strategies, many of the terminology which I'm using, you may not be familiar today, it does not matter. We will make you much better way it is to understand more about it, and you can also be part of the championship part. So, and in addition to that, what is exactly the money you record? So we not made anything mandatory, but we highly recommend to have another $500, $1,000 as a working capital with you to promote maybe through a Facebook boost or a Google ad or a PPC campaign, depends upon the niche you have. And same thing for email marketing. You might use email marketing for a $50 in a month. So that is a very, very, very helpful, but it's not mandatory for you to be that, but it will be highly helpful for you to achieve the 3,000 faster and easier with less effort. So if the moment you have this one, you can have a effortless, and you cannot say effortless, we have much less effort for doing it. It is actually. So this is the amount we recommend for you to have some working capital for maybe email marketing and social media marketing and a few other tools to make the payment, etc. This is what exactly we recommend to have it. Now, who can participate in this program? As we discussed, is any business owner you wanted to be to expand or diversify your business, definitely this is a great opportunity, and you can be part. Even your existing business, you can take this one. Now, if you wanted to start any kinds of business in future, you never started anything, you want planning to start any kind of an e-commerce or on any kind of online businesses, this is perfectly for you. So aspiring entrepreneurs can also participate in this one. Now, if you are a social media influencer reality, I'm not talking about you have millions of followers. Even you have 1,000 followers, we treat you as a micro influencers or a nano influencers. You have 1,000 influence, 1,000 followers, 1,000 audience, Instagram or YouTube, and whichever the platform you have, and you are looking to get paid, I think it's a fantastic thing. And even you are not ready yet, but if you want to be part of a social media influencer, then this program for you. You can be a social media influencer with us, and even you can make a $3,000. That's a method which will help you to understand on it. Now, if you're an investor, you want to make an investment and make money, so we'll show you a systematic method doing an investment and making money through this program. And of course, the consultant and trainers, your existing consultant and trainers can also participate. Even you wanted to become consultant and trainers, we recommend you to have this one. Now, if you're a professional, especially you're a digital marketing professional, as you know, some of the part of the world, you're working as a digital marketing professional, and you may not be making not even 50% of the money which you are talking about, $3,000, but you know so many things. So, but you never got an opportunity or a courage, say, send a resignation letter to your boss and resign and come and. But that's not the life works. You wanted to be assured, hey, I can do it. This program really helped you. So once you do this is in a month, you know that how it works, then it's really work for you. So this is the professionals with part-time or full-time, you can be part of this one. Then of course the homemakers looking forward to start your own online business. This is an amazing opportunity for you. This is completely online. Now through webinar, all the expert strategists, everybody you're interacting from your home, from your kitchen, from your house, and with your laptop you can connect and understand more about it, and you can start your own business and make money, $3,000 in a month. Of course, students, that is, you got a lot of time, you wanted to get an experience, or you wanted to get your own self-support, or you wanted to go for higher education, or you want to go abroad and study, you are looking for money to make it. This is an amazing opportunity. You can actually do part-time or full-time on it. Now you're retired, you have a retirement life, but if you want some kind of engagement, also life support for various small income. So $3,000 definitely, it's a big help for your retirement life or a work, traveling, or meeting people, etc. So this is a perfectly good for a retired professional also. Okay. Now, if those who are already went through 100 days of program, by default, some of you are already qualified. If you already have website owners, you can immediately start doing this. If you have any of the Airbnb, like you have YouTube or a drop service or any other site, you're automatically qualified. You have an OSM shop, you're automatically qualified. And the social media influencer, some of you already start working with us as a social media influencer. Or if you have 1,000+ audience, please contact us. You can actually be part of that one. Now, trainer who be part of the company, or you wanted to train on online businesses, you're qualified for it. And the consultant as well. Okay, so these are the person. Now, in addition to that, some of you may not be aware about it, is we have something called MAC members. They also will be participating. There's a next week, we have a fantastic program about the MAC. So I would like you to attend that. It's a blockchain project and a mining project, and we will be discussing with you in detail about it. And the MAC members also automatically qualified, and we are looking for them to participate, which means you can also be part of this mining community and mining and affiliate community. That's called MAC stand for mining and affiliate community. You can be part of that. You can, you can also part of the MAC and qualify. That's another way you can actually get into the system and start working on it. Now, as of that our company have been doing something called private beta for our blockchain project. They're also qualified to participate this one. So now, if you are not none of this category, you are completely new and you're coming and participating the first time, of course, you have a good news. You can also participate in this program. We have two kinds of entries. One is our official entry and unofficial entries. So there's a slight difference because official entry has a more structured and more time-bound program, because there's a consulting should be attended, there's a mentorship to be attended, there's a session to be practical, there's a time of social media campaign. We say if your Twitter campaign has to be 8 p.m. evening. So these are the time. Some of you may not be able to follow with us. So you can become an unofficial entry. The official entry, we all together join through Zoom and work together. So that's another thing. You see, one of the things you ask any of the online business owners, they start, but they need someone to support them. At home, I've seen so many online entrepreneurs, they go together and work, because even though they work on multiple projects and completely different projects, it has to be uh, they need to work as a as a team. So that exactly here we do. So here you have there's something called buddy. There you have mentors. In addition to that, we all together, around, I'm looking for around 300 to 1,000 people, and there are 300 people together will be participating in this program. And live we will be exchanging ideas and working. So there is a motivation, there is a discipline, there's encouragement, there is another coordination. So that makes us to work on it. But sometimes you have another job, you may not be able to follow these timings because maybe family responsibility. Then you can become an unofficial entry. So same Zoom, you'll have a recorder one, you look into your own time, you work on it. So both the cases, both way you can have it as. So I'm going to talk about official entry. How do you get one official entry part? So what are the things an official entry person get it? One is strategic guidance. So I told you about what are the strategic guidance. So you get a complete strategic guidance, how you get a traffic to your website and how you get a conversion from that, how you make a sales. And you can also follow the company's complete instruction method. And plus, you have 1 hour mentoring session per day from the mentors about on a daily, the kind of a plan. Planning and cross-checking, that's 1 hour per day. You will be doing what happened to the previous day, everything okay, everything completed, you tick mark, okay, perfect. Then what you are planning to do. So that with a mentor will motivate you and encourage with you, you will work with them. So this is a 1 hour per day you do, such a previous day review and today planning. So preferably I request all of you to have this in the morning quality time. So you can have this one, but not necessarily in the morning. It's up to you. But I personally prefer in the morning you planning, so you know the day ahead everything to implement on it. Then in 30 days, you get a 10 different master classes from various experts and various topics. So these 30 days time, you 10 programs which you get it. And this is basically, it's a really, really an amazing opportunity. All of us is getting on it. Okay. So this one. And then there is a mentor-mentee meeting for 1 hour. That's the entire, as you know, we work as a team. So the team overall will discuss for another 1 hour various activities on a daily basis. So first is an individual one. This is what a group one. And other master classes, not every day, because once in 3 days, there's a different timing, but depends upon the speaker is from which country. So the time zone might be also changed. So that is going to be there. So in addition to that, you'll have a daily 30 minutes of consulting meeting. So all these meetings is not talking, implementing. So whatever you're done, strategically done or not, will be cross-checking the consulting meeting, 30 minutes time. So that's exactly saying a structured program. You have a daily planning happening, daily manual operation manually are preparing. Then there's a group collectively, all of us working together and understanding others' experience and good and bad, what is working, what is not working. Then you are getting a complete input of what to do for your website, what the plan to do with this now. Then there is a strategic meeting of a consulting meeting. So all of together, we recommend to have around 4 to 6 hours of dedication for this business purposes. This is exactly we would recommend you to do on a daily basis. So another 2 hours, when you look at it, approximately another 2-3 hours is left out. These 2-3 hours is basically you will be implementing and working and understanding various aspects and doing it. So the 4 to 6 hours of work on a business purposes you systematically do, that is exactly we are talking about. And in addition to that, you have somebody called buddy. As a mentor will be work with you as a buddy. So anytime during the day, you wanted any support, any encouragement, any cross-check, any reminders. Sometimes, one of the problems is we get frustrated, we stuck with some time. So you have a buddy to talk to you and help you, to coordinate with you, to move forward. Somebody to encourage, somebody to, that's a buddy who will also come to you as a championship participant. Okay. So once you do this, you have a 3,000 guaranteed. And if you fail this one, we will give you 1,000. This is exactly the program we are discussing about. So very simple. Okay, I hope you are getting the idea what I'm talking about. Now, unofficial entries. So unofficial entry, one is mentor-mentoring meeting is not necessary because you have time issues. But the problem here is we will not stand with you for $1,000 guarantee because we don't know what you are doing. We are implementing or not. We could not do it. So, but you make a $3,000. But if you fail it, you need to have a ownership of that one. Okay. So if that's only the difference according to me, unofficial entry and official entry. Unofficial entry, you don't have any time restrictions. Otherwise, everything you can see, we have a systematic way we do. Now, even a buddy, you have a buddy as well, but only thing is, you are not following that structured informations and time with us, so that you're not eligible. But official entry is the best one. That's the reason. If you are really serious, if you can prioritize your this for these 30 days, it will be helpful. So I really encourage to have an official entry, but I know sometimes it's not practical. So we have an option on official entry as well. You can do it. Okay. Now, how do you start this one? First, set a goal. So I think this week we'll be discussing with you in a systematic way in 5 years' time how you make a $1 million. In a systematic way in 36 months, how you make a $1 million through your e-commerce website. So that's a goal which we set. So once you set a 1 million goal in 36 months or 1 million goal in 5 years, we always have a problem. Is it possible? So that's where we need to get a conviction on it. So if you make a $3,000, you can also scale to $5,000. You can also do $8,000. So we have a systematic plan to make a $1 million with your e-commerce website in 3 years' time. $1 million with your affiliate website in 5 years' time. So this program, once you set a goal, the first month goal, if you're starting, this is the first month, your 3,000 will be at the first month goal. So I know some of you set $1,000, you can be $1,000, then 2,000 and 3,000. So I mean, anyway, by next month it should be a 3,000. So that's a goal you set on it. Now each buddy dedicated is 1 hour you'll be doing it is, and there is no additional fees when you need to pay for this to be a championship. In a way, championship, we are not charging anything. It's absolutely free. There is no money to be paid for these 10 master classes, buddy things, absolutely free. There is no charge to be paid. Okay. Now, how it is organized? So we have over 100 mentors will be working with you for as a buddies, as a supporter, etc. We have. In addition to that, we have over 10 expert strategists will be working with you. It is more than 10, but actually I've taken a 10 people list as a sample to show you what kind of a support an expert strategist you get from the people. So this Western Championship in 2020, I think you remember that we had an event earlier planned. I explained to you that is the later stage, and the same people will be working with us now in this project. So, for example, Facebook, we have Mr. Nick, who will be working with us for our Facebook ad promotions. So when this kind of an expert you're getting, so when you have an ad promotion, if you don't have a sub capital, that's exactly I recommended to have a 500,000. So you learn a strategy. If you're not implementing, that will be a problem, right? That's even $100, $200 you can try. And his strategy is making a sales to you. You can actually have this one. Now, you are working on something on a lead generation model, especially the consultant, Mr. Anthony, will be help you to generate a client lead, highly paid client lead, how to lead generation. So he's specialized in a lead generation methods, the various methods. We can have his expert opinions and expert ideas, strategy sharing with this 30 days time. Now, Mr. Dimitri is actually, basically a drop service if you are looking for, and he's the right guy to tell you if he's running a various kind of agency and he make 8-figure income. So drop service group will be learning so many things from him. Okay. Now, various kind of an ad, especially for our online shopping mall, as well as something actually we need to do. So we also added that kind of a specialist or a strategist and expert for these activities. Okay. Now, as you know, the mobile application, we recently started discussing about mobile app marketing. That's one of the things pending in our discussions. I think we'll be completing that in 100 days time. So mobile marketing is basically, it's an important part. So we also have a KPI specialist for that to be part of that one. Okay. Now, as you know, the affiliate marketing and the digital marketing is a very important for whatever the business you are doing. So we have the people who make a nine-figure income. So this, these are the people. It's not just speakers and trainers. They're strategists and they make money and they're making money. The same thing they'll be sharing. That is exactly the reason I told you it is not a magic. It's that people already making their sharing with this idea. Okay. And the Steve is again an e-commerce entrepreneur who started as an affiliate marketing. And he'll also sharing with our OSM and affiliate, especially those who have the same niche of affiliate marketing and same niche of OSM. He has a fantastic strategy to share with us, and he will helping us to do this one. Okay. Now, if you are planning to flip, we have Matt, who is an expert in flip. Every year he flip around 10, 20 of his website, and he makes money. He buy a car and properties with his own flipping idea. So if you're planning to flip your website, as a Matt is right person, so he'll be explaining about how you flip your affiliate website. And you know that we have an ADM website builder. So there we will implement his strategies, and we are looking forward that to be happening. This one, okay. Now, if there are various kind of marketing activities, that digital display advertisement, Joe is going to help us to do a very low cost marketing, expenditure of $50 how you make and see the revenue. So there's a Joe is a very good expert in that, and because especially work on small and medium enterprises. So we'll also get his expert on it. So these kind of a strategy. I think some more is there. Because actually, once we announce the time, date and period, we'll have more people signing up and doing it. Okay. So these people actually will be sharing with us that 10 master classes. So in these 10, when I call it the master classes, they actually share all these things so then we need to implement. So how it is organized, it's completely virtual online. That's one way it's good. Now, earlier the plan, I think I'll share with you the end of the part, the previous plan we had, which is 30 days. Earlier it was a physical plan. Now we have a completely virtual plan. So virtually we can plan this one. So anybody in the world can participate. And I'm pretty confident I can get a more number of strategists with this program, because the virtual is more easy. Earlier, the arrangement, all these 10 people I had done is so you come to Qatar on a physical event happening here and as a speakers and a strategist. Now I made it online. This was so easy for me to convince them to come and join in Zoom, etc. Of course, the effectiveness is less, I agree. But this in pandemic, that's the best thing which we have. So I'm looking forward all of you to to take this advantage. So this is completely online happening virtually, and it is on a very systematic 30 days, and it is not a pre-defined time. So once all the registration happened by 31st, and you do something called self-assessment, so where you stand now, and that will be then based on that will be decided the date and time, all the things. So now together as through a meeting. So then we have a more convenient and part we can have. So this is the way we organize this one. Now, why this is organized? As I mentioned, it's the company's branding. It's honest with you. It is not that is not to people to make it $3,000, and it's completely free. We are not putting any charges on this. All these strategies we are paying, and you're not paying. So all the things when you look at it is we are doing for us, of course, honestly, honest branding and objective. But the most important part is now why this kind of an importance of this one. So when you look at it is, many people start online business. So many people around you, maybe including yourself. You start an online business with a lot of excitement, a lot of hope, and you set up your own website, and you set up your own social media. Then what happens? You don't make you don't make you don't get a visitor. Even to get 1,000 people, forget $1,000. 1,000 people come into your website, you struggle. Yes or no? So that is one of the major challenges all the people are facing. And you struggle and you don't make money and you give up. This is a very common story. Very common story. And I know hundreds and thousands of people who went through this one. And that's exactly made us to think about it this way. Let all of us experience and making money and understand the real point. You know the real plot, you can actually work on it. So this is what exactly we do through this facing this 30 days of a challenge period. So usually all of that, now when you look at it, I discussed with you some other business challenges earlier, you're finding a customer. So now you start a business. Where do you find a customer? That's the biggest challenge. How do I get a customer? That's the biggest challenge. That exactly these 30 days will provide you the customers. Otherwise you cannot make money, right? We also give you conversion, the traffic and the conversion. So that 3% is a conversion rate. So 3% need to make, but you look at many other websites, they're not even making 1%. Okay. So we need to make a 3% conversion. We also should get a traffic on it. Now, many people say it's very difficult to generate a lead through website. So that is exactly another reason you should be looking into part of this one. Now, as you know, the Google getting at the first page, the biggest challenge to the people, this 30 days is we are doing a 2 program to rank your website. There's one called YouTube syndication, and we also do either blog syndication or a Wikipedia syndication, depends upon what you do. And then those who don't know syndication, you refer the videos, or we'll also explain to you. If you're part of the 30 days program, will help you to understand what syndication works. I think all of you have been talking, this is a shortcut, right? So that we will do. The blog syndication, of course, YouTube syndication we will definitely do and rank which are the highest, one of the best keyword. You have it as, we'll rank that in 10-15 days time. So this is one method we'll be doing in that one. Okay. Now, of course, sometimes your payment gateway is a challenge for many other people to do. We'll set up that one. And the power of sourcing, that's an important, when you're the product you source, it's actually a big challenge. So power sourcing, that's a method we'll be choosing it is. And of course, conversion of the leads is an important, that we'll be working on it. And of course, all overall, many people don't know how do we get the traffic, right? So the traffic we'll be discussing about it. Now, influencer marketing as one of the strategies, we will be using influencer marketing as well. And it's an internally and externally. And more time and effort is basically required if you don't use the tools and techniques and tactics, so which can be drastically reduced when you started doing this. And as you know, the email marketing is evergreen marketing. So email marketing, how you make money, how do you market, so very effectively we do. And social media integrate with your website and promoting through. I think last few days, we have been discussing with the various kinds of social media, how do you rank, how do you get it, etc. So it is the way the things this actually works. So why I explain to you the systematic, this challenges part. Now you have everything in place, but the first the things which start, do you believe you can make a $3,000 per month? That's the question. So honestly tell me, do you believe? Do you really believe? Okay, so you can make a $3,000. If you don't believe all the things are there, it does not work for you, honestly. Now, I would like to spend some time with you. Is it possible? 3,000, very confidently, very passionately, I'm saying the way I could do it is, and that's the reason which I have a conviction everybody can do. Because I know I did not do any magic. I put an effort. I also listened to the experts. I also went through the programs. I also spent money on training. I also spent money on tools, and I also continually, followed the people, the instruction, a kind of a mentoring. It was not a formal mentoring because on a regular basis I disturbed and asked for somebody's help, some officially, some unofficially, some on a friendly basis, sometimes with payment, sometimes without payment, sometimes based on a gift. So that way, I worked. So we could do. I think I'll share with you some of you already know that the story. So if you don't, I'll just share with you a snapshot of that one. In detail, we can go later. So $3,000, do you believe it? Should you believe it is? That's the first question. Now, this we have been discussing, especially to the new people. It's completely new to you, but we know this. We have been discussing since June, right? The May month we announced, and we have been discussing $100 per day. And ADM Championships, we have been discussing this structured manner of 30 days of a program, 10 different ways. So this 30 days, we are getting $100, it's happening. And we approximately discussed around 100 business ideas. I think around 90, some of the cases in 85 business models and business ideas we already discussed to make $100. So we are more equipped. The people who went through the 100 days of program, you're already equipped for this. Also, I don't have to tell you. But the people who are new to this one, you need to understand various business models, various methods. So tomorrow I'll be doing a detailed session with you for that. Please don't worry. Tomorrow I'm talking about the requirement and what you need, that everything will do. But today we'll focus on your supports and benefit what you're getting. One is there is a support called consulting with accountability, which I'll discuss with you in the last portion, not today, tomorrow. Okay, so about consulting with accountability. Now, consulting with accountability is a method. It's easy for you to run a business. Someone will advise you the strategies and you implement it. So you basically don't spend a lot of time on reading and understanding YouTube and blogs and etc. Instead, you completely focus on the implementation. An expert and strategists help you with this. So here, all the things, as you know, the policy which we have been talking, something called digitally and collectively. So all this together, we need a more number of people. One of the objectives today, I'm talking to you and to be part of the 300 to 1,000 people program, because we are doing it digitally and collectively. If we are all of us together doing, that I really give you a sample profile of the people who I'm bringing on board for a strategic advice. So all these people are damn expensive. So what we could do, that is because we are digitally doing it and collectively doing. So 3,000, 300 people together doing. And more number of people participating, we can actually afford to have more number of strategies and more number of expert people and better tools and techniques. So I personally recommend each and every participant, you decide to participate, add one of your friends or friends to be part of that. So you recommend them what are the business they wanted. Tell them it's absolutely free of cost. We know there is no charges they pay to participate in this program. They need to have a business. That's it, right? So this is a digitally and collectively we need to work on this one. So I would personally recommend and to everyone to add more number of team members for you to do online business together. And we also should look for various expert opinions, that does matter, and to succeed in this matter. And we also get a lot of strategies from industry leaders. As I mentioned, a couple of the profiles I've shown you, that we get a fantastic leaders, we can have this one. Now, before we go ahead with this, to other part, the part of we come back to the discussion we had, it is when, do you believe that $3,000 to be made? So actually, according to me, the first step is that you start believing it is a $3,000 you can make. That's the first step. If you don't believe, there's no point. Without believing, if you work on, does not make sense. So I would like to spend some time to give you some ideas for people who are making money. So when you look at it in the e-commerce business and across the globe, people are doing, and people are making money through e-commerce, right? People are selling online and making money. Not small money, it's a great money, right? When you say the first example, the couples who started Amazon.com, and they are the richest couples, ex-couples in the world, even though she's the richest woman in the world, and richest person in the world, he does an e-commerce business. So, but we cannot actually relate with that, right? So there's a problemization. That's Jeff Bezos, Amazon founder. That's a different story. I agree. But to understand this, they also started from somewhere zero. They also started with one computer at their garage with 250 books. But today they read. But that's a big inspiration to us, right? Now, but look at it as now today the kinds of business they have is different. But we look at the people we can relate it is. So when you look at the Miss Balcony, and this is the founder of and CEO of Nike, so she makes around $160 million. Now, Eric, when you look at it is beardbrand.com, and he also started individually, and now he makes millions of dollars. Now, when you look at it on a monthly sales itself, so we are talking about 3,000, but you can see over 100,000 he's make on it. Now, at this example, I always talk to all of you, Anisha Singh, example of mydollar.com, and because her revenue is a 735 million. Many of you not even might have not heard about a site called mydollar.com. My point here is that it's not necessary you go for a lot of advertisement expenditure to make a revenue. Even if it is one, you can actually make money with that. Now, when you look at the Miss Monica, how she's founder of Mommy Minds, she's also making reasonably good money. And all these people I'm talking about. I'll put the list of people who started a very, very simple way and are making money. Now, Amanda Advani, when you look at it, is he is also a very simple way started, and he's also doing a fantastic business now. Approximately $500,000 is making every quarter, and even he started as money he generated, or capital he raised through crowdfunding methods through Kickstarter. So even he did not have a capital to start with. So like this, when you look at it, we have so many examples. This is one of the examples. My favorite example, I used to say, even a housewife can start, and how she started with a very, very simple way, and she made $21 million in revenue. And so just with her passion, she converted to a business. Just a simple passion, right? So when you look at, you can see many examples around us who's making money. In various parts of the people who making money through YouTube, and make money through maybe selling in Alibaba marketplaces, and even doing an affiliate marketing in a different way. People will make a five-figure income, six-figure income, seven-figure income, and like that to make money on it. Okay, the people also making money through selling a digital products and affiliate marketing products and blogging, and also people are still doing effective use of a banner ads, and people make money. And this all are happening around us through physical products. And as you know, one of the things which in this championship, the highlighting point is basically our YouTube channel to capture hits. And with this, actually, when you look at it, is for me, it's very important to show to the people actually this method works, because now when it's trying, because in e-commerce or affiliate or a social media, it's already there. So this is a very important step. We should do it. Okay. And We can also do various things with this, through affiliate marketing and make a website as well. And various people also. So if you are a trainer, we are looking for you to make a contact your own webinar and making money. And you can also so many various activities we can do and make money on it. And you look at the list of the people who are, you Google it, the list of the people who are making a real money with not just the $3,000. There are so many people are making $100,000, $50,000, $1 million. Now you can see the so many people. Okay, so it is people, ordinary people like you and you and me. People are doing it as people. Yesterday we discussed the blog, and people are doing affiliate program through blogging and making money at it. A mother of 3 children, and she is actually just simple blogging. She's making thousands of dollars on a monthly basis. So what my point here is, when you look at the people around us who made money, and you can see that is they're significantly they did this is because they had a structured plan. That exactly the plan we also should implement doing it is. Okay. Now, if I can go on with a lot of experience, I'll give it to you this one. I want you to go, and I want you to Google it. I want you to YouTube it to them and understand how they started. You listen to their speeches, their experiences. The more than I talking to you, you will understand that one. So I really want you to look into these people profile, how they did it, and how much money they're making. It is how simple they started. If they can do all this, housewives and students and youngsters and professionals and retired people can do, we can also do. So that's my logic is that one. Okay, so like you can also see the people making through affiliate program $100,000, $200,000. As I mentioned to you, the conferences I go to, I meet yearly, every year, more than 500 to 1,000 people who make over $100,000 every month. So all the things is actually, for me, it's when you look at it, is a 100% possibility to succeed. But only thing is, we need to put an effort. We need to invest time and effort on. Okay, so when you look at all this is this people, so ordinary people like you and me, and started, and they makes real money, and we can also make the same money. And how much money is there, we'll discuss with you later. And it is not something new which I'm talking to you. It's there already. People are making through YouTube channel, through making affiliate program, and people are making not $1,000, $2,000. They're making millions of dollars. Now, this all this example for some of you already know. Whenever I discuss with you YouTube or OSM or an affiliate marketing, we share this discussion with you, and the kinds of money all these people are making in a fantastic. Even with the YouTube channel, the small babies are making money. As you've seen, it is now $18 million. They do it as. Okay, and there, of course, there are bigger example which is to talk to you, the people who help us to understand about YouTube. And the person who's captured, which is giving every month, he's increasing his 15% additional revenue. First month he made $30,000, then it's become $45,000. This month he made $60,000. So this kind of a revenue, so people are making on it. So it's basically, whether you're a social media influencer or affiliate marketer, you have a potential to earn so good money in a different level path. Okay, now even in the people, different walks of life. As a part-time, people started making money just doing reviews, just doing a comparison, or maybe sometime just writing about a blog. They actually it's really making money. So my point here is, you can see so many people, not one or two people, even every different. Actually, all the examples which I sharing with you, with what we are trying. I've not taken any other example. I've taken a YouTube example. I've taken a affiliate example. This is a dropship example. And you have with the drop service example, and you also have an affiliate marketing example. So all the things we have evidences around us to understand how we start on that one. Okay. Now, what are the things we do? So many people are, okay, I'm ready. What are the things I should do? So I say start email marketing, so digital marketing, blogging, and guest posting, building backlink. These are the things we do in general. Now, as you know, that we have different walks of people as participating. The consulting is one of the things which is when people do, And through the consulting, how the people are making money, we'll also learn from them. And we also copy their method, and we also make and see that is how they're making a $5,000, $7,000, $10,000. So I've not taken a bigger example. I've taken the most of the things which we can relate to, right? When we say Jeff Bezos, many of the people can, of course, you get inspired, but we may not be able to relate with them. So people around us who's making a part-time and full-time, that is a more conviction to us, and do it, right? So this is exactly we are talking about here. Okay. So what exactly I'm talking about? You become a digital entrepreneur. You completely focusing on a digital commerce, and you're making a $3,000. This part of the digital economy. Now the question is, this points actually I have been talking to you. You don't have to create a wealth. Already wealth is there in the market. We just go and take it. That's the way we should be looking at this. If you're not clear, I'll explain to you once again. So, how much money you want to make it? I think you make a $5 million, $10 million. These are the goals which we have, right? Most of you. So, we wanted to have $1 million, $2 million, $5 million, maybe around 5 to 10 years time. Now, in a year, how much you want? So, I'm talking $3,000. It's around $50,000 in a year, maybe $100,000 in a year. So these are the revenue which we are looking. It is actually, when you look at the market, it is almost nothing where we take it. We have a $60 trillion in the market now through online. And you know one more thing, we are talking about digital economy. 91% of the money in the world is in digital form. So digital economy is a more easy to make money on it. And 55 trillion USD exists in digital forms now. $55 trillion is there in the money we can actually from their account to come to our account. They need to buy something, they have to advertise on something, they have to influence something. That is exactly our job. So when you look at it as last year transaction around $6.6 trillion per day. We are talking about $100 per day. So $6.6 trillion transactions are happening on a daily basis. So which is we can actually target it. So one way you look at it is, do we have a potential to do? So when you look at the world population, the global internet, we have around 4.5 people, 59% of the people use internet, and the kinds of money which is there in the market, and we equally divide. If each one of us is ready, it should get around $1,400 per day, each equally divide. You know that many people are not trying to make a business, and maybe less than 1 to 3% of the people are looking business. So this goes. I'm talking to everybody decided to take out the money from that money. So everybody is eligible to get a $1,000, $1,400. So that is there already for us a potential. This I spoke about in detail. I would like you to go through this video for July 1st. So I'm not going there again because it's a very detailed on July 1st. So the moment we started 100 Days Digital Mastery Program, I spoke of this aspect. But I really wish you to go and understand about this, is more about it, and be part of this program. Okay. Now, when you look at it in e-commerce, is working, market potential. Now you look at the 6.6 trillion industry, including the large, so many things. So we specifically focus some of the segment. So some segment can be in e-commerce. So e-commerce, when you look at it, as we know that this year is a 4.2 trillion. Next year it's going to be $6.5 trillion business. So that's one of the business we are talking about. And it's by 2021, around over 2 billion people are going to buy products online. So if you start an online business today, not just talking about $3,000 a month you're making, I'm talking about structured where you're developing a business. In 30 days, you're getting a kind of an internship and making take it as a sample, taking a testing, take it as a pilot you're doing to gain a confidence on it. Now, these revenues, as I'm talking about, it has a huge impact in the future. We are sure about it. This is going to grow. Even this pandemic, as you know, the digital economy, online business has been growing. So that's an amazing thing which we are going to have. Okay. Now the people are going to use in a more number of smartphones, and people are connected to online. That's another help for us to reach out to them and start making money. So by 2023, we are looking for around 740 billion, the economy alone in US. So you can see that is there's a huge revenue to make it. So now, to whom this money goes? This money is there. This money goes to someone, right? To whom it will go? So around 12 million to 24 million e-commerce websites are there in this world. So these people are going to get the share of this one. You would like to get a share of the $6.6 trillion, then better to start an e-commerce business. So that's exactly I'm saying. To start the business now, you can be part of that one. Now, if you look at the American market, it's really many of the people are from home. They're starting, various kinds of niche website, and go through the August, 22nd. We discuss about this. So completely, I would like you to go to the website and download the notes and watch the videos as well. And when you look at the affiliate marketing, that's one of the things which we recommend everyone to start with. That's the very cheapest way and very systematic way which you can make money. Tomorrow, I'll discuss those who are new. Will definitely have more details about affiliate marketing, but its industry is around $12 billion industry. So $12 billion is happening through affiliate marketing. Over 600 million products basically it's available in the affiliate marketing. 80% of the brand of the affiliate is available in the market. So you don't have to start your own e-commerce business. You can start an affiliate marketing is more than enough to make money. As you know, the 10% of the Amazon sale is through affiliate program as well. So it's continuously growing. It's a huge market. And how you can be part of that affiliate marketing, complete components we discussed on August 5th about the affiliate marketing. I would like you to go through in detail, and or our mentors will definitely help you to understand on this. As all of you know, we have on a YouTube fantastic session. We had something on YouTube Mastery with how you make money through YouTube channel, a faceless channel done for you. We discussed because it's something very new. We use a strategy method called capture words. So that's exactly we do a YouTube channel. So around $8.25 billion business there in the YouTube, and we can be part of that as well. Okay. So you can also act as a YouTube influencer even if you're not going for a faceless channel. So that's another way you can be part of that one. Now, YouTube annual revenue is expected to be 15 billion. As you know, YouTube share around 45%, 45% with us, right? So if the YouTube revenue is going to be 15 billion, so they are going to share 45% of that. So approximately around $7 billion they're going to distribute with the people. So its popularity is growing. I would like you to go through this also in detail if you wish to participate in this program. So then another important thing, and a very important we discussed at drop servicing. It's a $28 billion industry, and it's a huge market potential is there and high level margin you can do. And on 46th day, we discussed this one. I would like to go through once again and understand, or you get a help of mentors to understand more about it. Now, social media influencer marketing, as you know, that's again an $8 billion industry, and we have our own smart contract with social media influencer marketing. I would recommend all of you to be part of. If you are interested in social media, to be part of it. So this we discussed on day 58 and September 12th in detail, and we go through that one. So now, over and above, many of those who are not familiar with me, I discussed with you the first time, how do I make money? And that's actually right. So as I mentioned, it is in the 1990 to 2019. If I take it at 20 years is the time. If approximately the money which I earned all that together, online business, whether my affiliate business, whether my online e-commerce business, or my consulting business, or my smart card business, including my other activities of online businesses. It's if I divide by the number of the days, it's a $4,100 per day I was making an average. So $100. That's the reason I can talk to you with a lot of conviction on that part. And I think all of you told you about that time itself. There is nothing special about me, but something special about the strategies that I use. So that exactly the importance I give you. This 30 days, we learn about the new strategies and we implement this one. So this is what I would like you to focus on. It is if and I can do, you can also do. We can. It is about all about the strategies. So when you look at it, is now how the more split way. When I made it on $27 million in 17 months time. So when I look at it, it's not the one day 52,000 happens. As you know, the first quarter will start slowly, then it increases on it. And then $2.5 million through a B2B portal on electronic gadget, it's around $5,800 has come. And as I told, I think all of you know the story of Hyderabad, the pearls, which I think I shared with you. Even that, I was making around $680 per day. And when you look at it through the consulting businesses, which I'm doing, even per day, you can make around $300. So this is the things which is basically now what I'm saying with the confidence, with an effort. You might have seen the way kind of me and my team works full dedicated and committed, because we believe in it. We know that people can make money on it. Okay, so we want you to understand the strategies which use, and together digitally collectively we can definitely do this one. Now, some of the strategies many people ask me, so I added this one. We discussed in detail, in brief, in the 100 days of program. Now, one of the things which we'll be doing definitely a YouTube syndication. So it's basically strategically set up your website and YouTube channel together and start attracting customers through various organic traffic we do. And plus, of course, few SEO, organic and inorganic, black hand and white ticket we can do with the YouTube syndication. We can also do Wikipedia syndication and blog syndication as well. So these are the few things we'll be doing even in this 30 days time. And of course, a good email marketing campaign, to reach out to the people. And we also use some of the traffic sources, like a free traffic sources. Some of the traffic sources are we can exchange. Some of the traffic from we can actually we get from various kinds of experts to help us to get the traffic sources. So the important is the traffic sources to our website, people to come and buy the products. So this is exactly we're looking forward. And we also need to get a traffic from various sources for the social media. That's another thing which we have it on. Okay, of course we need to use definitely Facebook and LinkedIn to generate revenue, and we discuss the Twitter part. We implement that one to do, and Instagram, WhatsApp, and Telegram, and of course this influencer marketing is one of the things which I have been talking to you. This is earlier. We need to focus on influencer marketing to get the more sale as well. In addition to that, as you know, the market has grown today. Without an online paid ad campaign, we cannot have. So definitely we should do remarketing and retargeting activities as well. So these are the activities we basically do. And we might also to attract the traffic from various forums based on your niche. It's another one. Now, we also should do an arrangement with the consulting with accountability. Today, I'm not discussing in detail yet. In detail, one session I'll give you, so we can actually start as well. But actually, I would recommend, if you like an online business to grow, you want to develop as a career, I strongly recommend you to become a consultant. And with the $2,500, there is a short contract you can start with. You can also become a trainer. You also get a $2,000 as a performance fee, and you can also be part of an online shopping mall as a niche partner with the booking of your various kinds of websites, various kinds of stores, various kinds of market. These are the method you can have to be part of this. If you are a new, you need to take a decision. Even if you are not new, you one level you're already participating. I recommend all of you to be part of in another level, like a trainers and consultant. If you're a Digimentor, I really look forward you to take up a bigger opportunity to make money, $3,000. If you're even in the future you're planning to become a trainer and consultant, this is the time you should be participating. That's most important, because you learn. It's not on a bookish knowledge. You will have a complete idea how it's working on. 1 month of working systematically and earning a 3,000. It's instead of working on another 2 to 3 years, and you're trying. But basically, you'll be saving around 2 to 3 days, 2 to 3 years of a time through this one. And all the shopping mall, all the details also you can go through, and if you know that booking a niche, you can participate in this one. And another thing is, actually, some of you recently came to the company. You not went through 100 days program. Then I recommend you to start as a social media influencer as well, picking a niche and start optimizing your social media, and you start to understand your audience and promote various content and making money on that one. So this method we recommend you to be with us as a social media, and we will social media influencer. We'll also give you so much of details or so much of other work orders also to you. There's a minimum guarantee we support, not only for the 30 days and 1 year time. We'll support you with a minimum of a backup plan. So this is, as you know, that we have our own social media influencer platform called adm.qa. You can actually go through and understand about influencer program. That's one of the best way if you are new to the to ADM and you want to be part of a 3,000 program, that is 30 days of a digital championship program. Then social media influencer, one of the things you can consider to be taking up. Okay, now basically it's a social media. If you are passionate about social media influencer, you can be part of that one. Okay, now there is an assured contract of $500 to $1,000 in spite of these, what is that? Championship time we are already giving. So you can also take that one. Okay. So all the things for you to understand, please meet your mentoring session for a 30 minutes and take the session on this one. Now we go to the objective. This I told you about the last portion. I tell you. Now, why should we do this one? Why the company is doing this one? That's a majority of you have this question. Why should we do? As I mentioned, it's a branding objective. We have a company to make it is okay. So here we are talking about $3,000 you're making in 30 days time, and increasing your revenue and profit. That's the best thing. You get it. Your objective should be that one, to understand how to make money online and learn about the digital economy, learn about e-commerce, learn about online business, understand about social media works. So that's the first objective you have. And you can also have a multiple revenue stream to have it, because you already have a job. This can be your additional income. So you can have a multiple source of income, even you have an income there. Okay. You can also make an online presence with you, Susan. We make an online presence with this one. And now these are the things you get this benefit, right? You get experience, you get a knowledge, you get an online presence, you get money. So now what exactly our company's objective? So this actually, many people ask the question, why should we do something like this? It's not easy. It's so much of investment, so much of time, so much of effort. So now what exactly we do? So as I mentioned, this basically, we are talking about a mentorship doing it globally, not just Qatar market, around the world. So we wanted to build a brand awareness. We are a mentorship, we have a systematic program, we create champions. Many people ask, okay, tell us your credibility. We say, this is our credibility. So now after 30 days, we have so many people achieve the $3,000. That's a credibility. Many of the startups make money. Many of the freelancers, many of the housewives, many of the students who are making money through our mentorship. So that is exactly we are trying to achieve here. Now, this is, we need to plan to have another project launch. So now onwards, I'm going to discuss with you something which we already planned earlier. But please don't ask me to implement this, because this was before the Corona. But actually, I want to be very honest with you. This program is not immediately came out. In 29th February, I know that some of you attended the program. So same day, same thing I presented the other day, the plan of action. But within 10 days, we had a COVID-19 started. April onwards, we could not do anything. And in fact, of course, March also we could not do, but April onwards was the time to implement all the activities which we discussed in February and March. And it's a pandemic, it's actually costed a lot. But now, before I'm presenting to the new plan, even you did not attended that program on 29th in Khan Plaza in Qatar. I hope you might have seen the videos online. But I just wanted you to get, if you are planning to be part of a championship, you'll understand the scale of the program which you're talking about. But once again, I'll give you, once again, I wanted to make sure that this is not the plan which we are going to implement now, because it was the plan designed. Now we make a hybrid or actually completely virtual. Actually, my plan is actually make a little hybrid, because hopefully we can do a small events and small events instead of a large event, because the number of people restriction is reduced to, I think, we can do up to 200 people. Then there is a business meeting only around 40. I think hopefully next month we'll have much better thing. So everything is subjective. That's the reason I'm saying it is, please don't ask me this program. The PowerPoint presentation I copy pasted of these things earlier, which then you'll have a complete idea about exactly, that's exactly the company want to achieve. But because of the pandemic, we are not able to do that. But I would like you to understand what exactly we plan on it. Okay, so we basically look for the strategic business planning, especially with the online shopping mall people, the owners especially, and several knowledge and capacity building workshop for equipping people to do. That was a plan, April to October. That was a plan we made. So that's not the plan which we are presenting now. So, but still, you can have a more detail to understand. You can go to adm.qa championship and understand about it. So that's a real program. But so the project launch, how we planned, it's a project launch of our online shopping mall and as well as our mentorship. We planned in a very large scale. So when we put an objective saying this, so it's a 4 days event, and it's a demonstrate to the world an online shopping mall project works and can be achieved. This was the original plan we had before we starting at COVID-19. Now, that's the time, the keyword of this, we are talking about everything is ready. That again, the same keyword I wanted to keep it for our championship also. They're not going to change. I'll keep telling you what is going to change, what is not going to change. So everything is ready, we are not going to change. That should be the keyword for a championship as well. So the concept which we have, we make it reality. And of course, we are planning to do at least a 50 country in expansion. And we'll have a definitely good branding part. And of course, a lot of good number of sales also should happen. Now, we also show to the world it really works, and we show to the evidence, and everybody wanted to show us how it works. So that's what exactly this 30 days will be working and achieving it is. Now, you can actually, basically, all of your mirror store or individual store, you can start making money separately. And everybody is making money, sales is happening. That's another thing we will focus on this 30 days of video part. Okay. Now, there's a niche store honor, get branding and capacity building. That was one of the things which is we are looking forward to. That, as you know, that time there was nothing called 100 days of digital mastery program. Today, I'm glad that most of the awesome honors already went through this 100 days program. You are more equipped than 3 months ago. You are more equipped than with a lot of knowledge, experience, and skill. I'm glad that is now we can do wonders with the noise part. So this program, it's basically when a very well organized, even a large event. That's an idea we done. We also project as a tech event and a training program event. And we were planning to do kind of a wider coverage, an offline media coverage, and launching function plan. And of course, digital marketing activities, and around 20 different sessions from 30 experts. So that was a one plan which we had. But of course, in the 30 days of plan, I put around 10 to 15 people still involved with us. Of course, there's a panel discussion idea and promotional events to different countries we planned, and thousands of astonishing websites to be up and running. So now we released to around 700 stores. That's one as we are looking for at the moment to start on doing it. Now, each niche owner, when going to the stage and putting a presentation and making a video and using for digital marketing, that's another plan which we made. And provide exclusive media exposure. Now, that is the media interviews for the people who are launching. It's like a buzz creation, which we discussed in the e-commerce. Same plan, we had. And this still we are going to do, because this can be an online do. It's easy now, more easy now to do. And of course, the 1,000 plus actually now instead of 1,000, we'll be doing around 700 niches. That's an idea which we'll be doing. And 100 plus website is really launching as a function, which is I'm not sure how many of the people will be going out of the 700. Something we should do. Maybe numbers maybe differ on it. Now, this event was also something called an investors meet, and there's a people can interact and interact and meet the eminent delegates for investors and attract the investment for the business owners, or investors will find an opportunity with with the delegate. Now this 30 days of program of a championship, that exactly the same opportunity will get there. Why? When you make a $3,000, the investor will become more confident. You say that is, I just started, I'm a champion in the ADM, I'm making a $3,000 plus, I need an investment. So that is a much different approach you have. So as you know, that's become a traction. Traction is a major point to get money, right? To get money. So that's an important aspect. Now, this we may not be able to do as a video shoot. Has a lot of restrictions. We may not be able to do. And what is the event is basically, it was a 4 days of event, which we planned. Now with the 30 days of period, we need to plan this actually as a 4 days event or a 3 days event, depends upon us, online, how it works, we need to do. And thousands of websites, at least 700 websites, including all of the things we on thousands of websites is up and running. And launch of 100 physically happening is a plan, but I'm not sure how many we can do, but I'm looking forward to have more numbers to doing this. And even in the niche store to start taking money, and consultant event managers also start making money, and people also talk about success stories, a panel discussion. So these are having a discussion because we may not be able to do offline events now, right? So these are the things we'll modify and do it as, okay. And of course, investors meet, still we wanted to keep some investors meet online event, maybe an offline event if the 20, 30 people. Investors event, not necessarily a huge people. So investors event, definitely we can consider going ahead and doing this. And graduation ceremony, that was a plan, only consultants and the trainers go through this one. Now, this event, if you can do offline, all the people who completed 100 days can have a kind of a graduation ceremony. If it is physically not happening, definitely we can do online. And of course, the award ceremony we planned, and the tentative date in February we announced was the 28th to 31st of October. And I don't think so this date now is not practical to do. I think now we need to redefine the date of doing it. And the venue which we have planned, our own hotel, this is the date which kept it. I think this we need to shift to or virtually and do it is now. Now, so there is the people who are going to attend, that was a price. Any niche, all the niche store owners attend. Now I know that time it was an issue, people traveling a lot. Now it's people join online. The successful investors will participate. Government representatives, we are putting it as entrepreneurs and corporate executives, and partnership companies, etc., will include in that. And of course, the franchisees and e-commerce and potential delegates from different countries. So all the things is more easy because it's a completely virtual. When we conceptualized this time, that was a big challenge of the people to get them to Qatar, and doing it is now this portion become easy. We can get them online onboarded easier. Okay. Now this is the way we planned. Sorry. So it's also the tech companies and fintech companies, which is actually this week we are going to discuss with the blockchain opportunities. Even that is including the Mac opportunity which we discussed. We are going to add this also into the 30 days of program. Now, of course, apart from that, consultant, event managers, trainers, council members, and staff of online shopping mall, staff of ADM, all the people will be participating in this event as well. To whom we are organizing that one, niche store owners, people interested in online business, and existing business owners, we were planning to do this one. And in addition to that, we are planning to do a magazine. This is exactly the place when we say we'll give you PR activities. Once you make a $3,000, you will have the coverage in the book and the magazine which you publish. So you get that coverage, saying how you made it, that you can be used for your PR activities, whether for a company valuation or investors identifying, whatever you like it on. Okay, so this 2020 edition we need to release on. Okay, now basically what we make: online presence, social media presence, digital marketing presence, and website making it. Products is be ready, product delivery and profit. These are exactly we will be looking into. So this is the story which we asked you to the part. Because of the COVID-19, we did not do the way we wanted, but we came out of the 100 days of digital mastery program online instead of a few days of a program. So that's now today we start here. Now we will have a digital mastery with online shopping mall activities. That is exactly planned. Now that is exactly things we will continue doing as well. Okay. So these are the dates which we planned. Now this is the date we need to rework on it, especially for a 30 days of a money, so making money program or a community program part. Okay. So this is an agenda we had. I think we need to make an origin on a online agenda and work on this one. Okay. Now, some of the things like launching of website physically, your logo coming in, it may not be practical now. So, but of course, the videos and social media promotions can be there. Photo shoot, another part, we will discuss about how we can do, etc., etc. This is a different part we will do. So those are things we may not able to do. Okay. Of course, a partnership and sponsorship can be done, and meet good investors. I can also do this one. So now all this put together, we changed our kind of a thing called a championship now. So this is an original plan we had called Digital Mastery Program. So now, at the end of that is a 4 days as a program which we have. Now we have a 30 days of a program. Earlier it was, as you know, 28th to 31st, it was the date we planned. Now this I'm talking about 30 days of a program. So 30 days is the program, a structure and strategic method as we discussed, that's exactly do, and all the people are making money in a 10 different way. So whatever we can that conceptualize, whatever we can do, we definitely incorporate in the 30 days program. That is actually, once you decide to become a part, we will have a detailed brainstorming sessions. We will plan together, and all of us, work together to implement this one. But This is the goal. Don't change it. So this is the focus. All of you should individually keep it working on this one. Okay. Now, from here onwards, what we do now, I think is I'll make it quickly because I'll finish all the thing. So how do you do? So first one. Now, what I would recommend is now today I think all of you got some idea about what exactly championship. Basically, you make a $3,000 by you making website and strategies out there. But tomorrow, so in detail, many of you requested that is, you really want to know detail about the requirement. Can I do this one? So that is actually a complete presentation I do, because if I add a requirement today, we will not be able to finish, and I'll be hurrying up. You'll not be able to understand. So tomorrow on 22nd, we'll be discussing about each category. Around 10 categories are there. Each category, how you can be. What kind of a requirement you wanted. Everything in detail we discuss it 22nd, that is tomorrow. Now, once once ready, is that when that one, the championship, if it's affiliate website, what you record, consultant, what you record, trainer, what you record, social media, what you record, and everything in detail in a systematic way we understand tomorrow. So you have a complete idea about, okay, so this is what exactly to be part of a championship you should know. So even the people who attend the 100 days still have a lot of questions, which are the things I should have for 30 days. The people are completely new. Even some of you will have a completely new terminology you are listening. So you'll be able to understand tomorrow is more about that. Then after tomorrow onwards, you do a mentoring session. That's a step number 2. Mentoring session with the mentors or a consultant or a trainers or event managers. You do a mentoring session and understand about the requirement which you're talking about. You have it as, and you really wanted to have this $3,000 program and all the offers and support you will understood. In that mentoring session, should happen 22nd, tomorrow till 30th October. So that's the time we are looking forward you to have a complete mentoring session. These 30 minutes is very, very important for you to take a decision. Now, as you know, today's discussion, tomorrow's discussion, you may not have all the decision-making information with you. So that when the mentor meets you, he will also brief you. It is based on what kind of a decision you're taking. The moment that you take a decision, we will work on that one to you to be part of this 30 days of a championship program. So this decision, I think you don't have to take today, tomorrow. You have a time till 30th October. 31st is the time maximum you need to fill up the one form. It's absolutely free. There is no registration fees, nothing. As I mentioned, it's absolutely free. So you can register by 31st October. So till 30th, you need to do a mentoring session. To get a mentoring session, what you need to do is, you already registered now. Tomorrow, once you please attend and understand more about it. And tomorrow or max by next day, one of the mentors will fix a time with you before 30th for a 30 minutes time. So it's a free, you don't have to pay. So all the mentors will schedule with you. They will reach out to you by email and WhatsApp and check with you your availability and the convenience. Based on that, you fix a 30 minutes time. So these 30 minutes time, you should be able to take a decision now to understand more about it and do. So before that, I would recommend you to go through this video once again if you want to. We will send you the notes, completing what we discussed with you. I will send you a notes. Kindly go through that one. You can download from the site as well and understand, do that one. Then after that, and there is completing a registration. You need to decide which category you wanted to participate. There's 2-3 types of people here. One is you already know what kind of a category you want to go. Some people absolutely know. First time you are attending today, you don't have any idea now which category you will get in. Whichever the category you are, you make a $3,000. So it does not make a difference. But you should know what are the requirement of that. That's the reason tomorrow will become important for you. Now, based on that, you can take a complete registration. I want to be as a social media influencer. I want to start an e-commerce business. There is a second category of you know about all the category, you're not yet taken a decision. So I would recommend you to take a decision, whichever is most appropriate for you. And tomorrow definitely will help you to take a decision on that part, because it's easy for you. And the people already have multiple choice. Now you already have an OSM, you already a consultant, you have a YouTube channel, which one it is. Minimum one you have to focus, There is nothing wrong in multitask and we are doing, but you need to have a more time to dedicate and doing this one. Okay, so that's the reason completing a registration become very, very important by, by 31st. So you can actually do the registration at adm.qa, or we also send you a form for you to register separately. When you do a mentoring with a session, I think I would recommend you to fill up that time. So together you can actually ask and discuss, and end of the session you sign up. It's a also with your mentor to do, and most probably the same person, you can have a mentor, or you want to have another buddy, you can actually get another buddy, etc. Do it. Okay. Now fourth is the fill the form and complete that one. Now there is something called, there is a fourth step is basically the self-assessment form before 3rd November. So once you sign up 31st October, you put a lot of information about you to understand what kind of information, what kind of a support, what kind of a training, what kind of a strategic things you wanted pre and the championship and post. So again, post is I did not even discuss with you. I'll discuss with you the post after some time. Post, there is a program as well. After 30 days, there's something to do. So this, you need to put a self-assessment form where you share your experience and knowledge and where you stand. It's a, you self-assess yourself. You can go through yourself and put it. That's a detailed form will come to you on a 31st. So you submit by 3rd November that. So this is a very important one, because sometime you may require additional support where is something. So these forms will really help us to understand what kind of a trainer to be allotted to you, what kind of a consultant to allotted to you, and any additional tools and technique you record. You might record some additional training on something, and all those things is, this form. So you need to be absolutely honest there and absolutely genuinely tell us. So this is the idea is there. We want you to also to succeed. As you know, if you fail, it's also a brand damage to us. So we are ultimately very much serious on it. And because your self-assessment become poor, will not remove you nothing. Once you're registered. Then we do a self-assessment and we understand. Based on that, we'll be able to allot the mentors, allot the consultant, allot the trainers, and even to the strategies and methods, maybe language and the technology, all the things we'll be able to do. So this on by 3rd November. Then 5th step is, before we start a championship, 2 or 3 days of a boot camp we'll do. That's the time we will make it ready, your website ready, your things ready, your social media is ready, everything is ready. So this is a very important step. So all of us, the people, we like a boot camp. Before we go to the camp, before we go to in the field, we may make sure that everything's ready with us. We are ready to run. We are ready to participate in the championship. So this probably a 2 to 3 days of time the boot camp will be doing. So it is probably between 7th to 15th November. So once you complete it on 3rd, between 3 days, it will be there maybe 9, 10, 11, or maybe 12, 13, 14. So anyway, that is asked on the self-assessment form. We are asking a question, the best time of you, the best date of you. So best day of the week, the best time of the day as well. So this is a majority of the people, most convenient time we will choose. Instead of we are telling a Qatar standard time, because the globally people are participating in the 100 days digital mastery program. That was the biggest challenge. Many of the time zone we do not consider. We just announced at 7 p.m. of the Qatar time. So this time we are not going to do that. From where the participants are coming in. So the majority of the participants of which time zone, and that's the time zone we work on it. Even it is against the Qatar time zone. So that's what we discussed and decided as well. So boot camp is between 7th to 15th November. So based on the best of the days in a week, you mentioned, you say Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or a Saturday, Sunday, or a Monday, Tuesday. So based on the majority of the people are using, so between 7th to 15th, we choose one of the day for a boot camp. In that boot camp, we will decide which day will start the 30 days. So this boot camp, that day we'll decide maybe 25th will, or 22nd will start, or 20th will start. Based on that boot camp, we will start the date. Together we know so we have all the things ready. It is not, even though it's a free program, we are taking everybody's in consideration before taking all the decision. And because it starts to be implementation, there is no meaning we are imposing some rules which cannot be implemented. So that's the reason the most convenient, the most easy to everyone, and majority of the people who involved should do. This is exactly the roadmap part. Okay. Now, The most important part is you're getting ready for the championship, and requirements is tomorrow you need to understand. That's the 22nd. So I'll just show you once again the roadmap for your clarity. So first is, of course, the roadmap starting with this. Today you attended, and of course I'll take the questions in the mastermind now. Immediately after end the program, you may ask the questions. Those who have mastermind access, and you can ask. Otherwise, you can get in touch with your mentors. Is for that one. So 22nd session you attend, and to understand about the entire requirement part. Then you go through a mentoring session before 30th of October. That is, you can do tomorrow onwards. Because so today you got information. Tomorrow also get a bit more information. Based on that, you can have up to 30th October. So 30th October, you submit, or between you can actually start submitting tomorrow onwards. But max by 31st October, you need to complete the registration. I'm looking for you to completing the registration during the mentorship. There itself, you fill up the form. That will be the fantastic thing to do, because you can have your mentor also helping you to fill up the form. Now, adm.qa, once you register before 31st, you need to fill up the form of the self-assessment form. That I would prefer you to personally do, because as a personally, I will promise you this will be a very confidential document. We will keep all the information very confidential. And sometimes with the mentor, you may not be able. Hey, I don't know MS Word. I don't know this one. Like it's recently, I've seen many people that I don't even know the MS Word. So we need to make sure that is where you stand. So there is no additional fee for your training. We'll allot someone to help you to whatever requirement. So we say a strategy which you cannot implement. There is no point you are putting in a championship, right? So that exactly a self-assessment form we do. So that you need to submit before 3rd November. Then, based on this, we'll have a boot camp of 7th to 15th November. Then we will decide that day which day we'll start this 30 days program, and entire thing we'll implement on it. Then, we'll championship for 30 days. There is a post. There is an event. Post event is after 30 days is over. Withdrawing of the payment and doing it. There's a different way of doing. Actually, there is a 3 days. After 30 days, we will do a 3 days program as well. After 30 days, okay. So that is basically make sure that is everybody got the payment from the PayPal or a bank account, transfer has happened properly, and you wish to withdraw because sometimes your threshold is not achieved. How do we do handle all the things will be done in that 30 days. After 3 days, so kind of a review as well. So this is the entire roadmap. Now, at the moment, we recommend you to follow. So, but the most important part is today, I know that I'm going very fast because I want to cover an entire portion. And I would like you to repeat again if you wish to have it in the recording, and go through all the other topic which I recommended. Before you coming tomorrow, if you can take us some time to go through about the YouTube, about affiliate mastery, about the e-commerce, whichever we discussed earlier. So you'll have more idea about it. Then start off, okay? So this is the program which I would like to discuss with you. So tomorrow, in detail, we can have a discussion about the requirement and the other proceedings which you wanted, and which is many other people suggested yesterday. So I added in that also in the topic. Okay. So thank you so much for all of you. I'm so glad. I'm excited to go ahead with this program, and I'm sure about it. All of you liked it. So. I'm also sure that you're equally excited about this part of this championship program. And a few minutes from now, I'll be joining you in the mastermind program, so we can have a detailed discussion. So thank you once again. So I'll see you, some of you now, 5 minutes from now, some of you maybe tomorrow in the session, and to take the sessions. Okay. Thank you so much, all of you.